Oh my God. Prepare for a reality check, Chargers fans. A last-minute move has just happened and could completely change the course of the season. We're talking about a trade that nobody expected, but that could be the catalyst for an epic turnaround for the team. The entire NFL is watching, and you'll find out all about it right here and now. But first, if you're new here, subscribe and leave a like, because the impact of this trade will reverberate throughout the league. So, Chargers fans, are you ready for the latest news that will shake up the team? The NFL trade window may have closed, but the Los Angeles Chargers are far from out of the spotlight. Get ready for a series of surprises, last-minute trades, and decisions that could change the team's future this season. Let's take a look at the main trades involving our team and their impact on upcoming games. Who would have thought? Ja'Sir Taylor, the cornerback who was practically being discarded by the Chargers, has just been traded to the New York Jets. When the season began, few imagined that the player, with so little participation on defense, would be a trade piece. Taylor, who played only 16 defensive snaps in 2025, seemed to be one of the last options on the roster, without prominence and without room to shine. But, surprisingly, General Manager Joe Hortiz managed to do something no one expected. He secured draft value for a player who likely wouldn't return to the team in 2026. This move occurred when the Jets decided to acquire Ja'Sir Taylor in exchange for a conditional 7th-round pick in 2028. On paper, the trade seemed improbable, especially considering Taylor's low impact on the Chargers' defense and his imminent departure from the team. But, analyzing the details of this negotiation, we can see Hortiz's genius. He made a smart move by losing nothing and still securing something in return. It doesn't matter if the draft pick is in 2028 or the 7th round. What matters is that the Chargers got compensation. The big question that remains is, why would the Jets be so interested in a player who probably won't stay with the team for more than 2 months? Here's the most surprising point of the whole trade. The Chargers wouldn't need Taylor in 2026, as he would be a free agent at the end of the season. So, instead of simply letting him leave empty-handed, Hortiz transformed a seemingly worthless situation into a profitable opportunity for the team. An unexpected move, but one that somehow benefited the Chargers in an unexpected way. And the most shocking part? There's no possibility of Taylor returning to the Chargers in 2026. But, in a scenario where many thought the player would be a waste, the Chargers got something in return, showing that no piece should be underestimated. Mystery solved! And there's more. At the last minute of the trade window, the Los Angeles Chargers closed a strategic deal with the New Orleans Saints and acquired offensive lineman Trevor Penning. Now you must be wondering, who is Penning and what does he bring to the Chargers? Well, although he's not the big name many fans expected, this trade shows a clear attempt by the team to reinforce a weakened offensive line. The need to reinforce the offensive line has never been more urgent, especially considering the serious injuries the team suffered, such as those of Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt, which left significant gaps. Trevor Penning was a first-round pick in the 2022 draft by the New Orleans Saints, which already shows the potential he had before his injury and failure to meet expectations in his first season. Penning entered the NFL with great promise, but his struggles with injuries and underwhelming performance in 2023 raised doubts about his ability to establish himself as a starter. He played only a limited number of games and had difficulty adjusting to the competitive level of the NFL, especially in his early seasons. This raised questions about his actual ability to contribute immediately to a high-level team like the Saints and, more recently, the Chargers. Now, the big question is, will Penning be able to find his place in Los Angeles and finally adapt to the starting tackle position? The Chargers urgently need a strong and reliable presence on the offensive line to protect quarterback Justin Herbert, especially considering the explosive and unpredictable nature of the Chargers' offense. Penning could be the missing piece to give Herbert the necessary protection to keep the game flowing and prevent the quarterback from being sidelined. He suffers from the high risk of injuries we've seen in recent seasons. Despite his past struggles, the hope is that Penning can better fit into Los Angeles' system. In Los Angeles, where expectations may be lower initially, this would give him time and space to develop his skills. What makes this trade even more interesting is that the Chargers acquired Penning for a 6th-round pick in the 2026 draft, a low-cost bet with great potential for return. A trade like this, which may initially seem risky, has the chance to surprise fans with good results. Although Penning has shown difficulties in the past, the idea of bringing him to Los Angeles isn't just about catching up. In a scenario of low costs costs and urgent needs, this trade could prove crucial for the future sustainability of the Chargers' offensive line. If he can adapt quickly to the new system and shine in the opportunities that arise, we could see a more solid offensive line and the necessary protection for an offense that depends on Herbert's health and performance. Ultimately, the Chargers are betting on Penning's potential to help fill a critical gap, and the fans will certainly be watching to see how he fits in and how the team develops with this new addition. This last-minute move could become the key to a stronger and more competitive future for Los Angeles. And for those who thought the surprises were over, the excitement in the running back market continues at full steam. During the trades, many Los Angeles Chargers fans were eager to see a big name like Breece Hall of the New York Jets brought to the team. Expectations were high, especially with Najee Harris's injury, which left a hole in the Chargers' backfield. Hall, who has already shown his full potential in the league, seemed like the ideal piece to solve the situation and give Los Angeles the necessary reinforcement for the position. But what nobody knew is that the story could take an even more unexpected turn. While many Chargers fans were hoping to see Hall in Los Angeles, the Kansas City Chiefs were dangerously close to closing a deal to acquire the running back. Imagine the nightmare for Chargers fans, with Hall ending up in Kansas City, one of the most dangerous and dynamic offenses in the NFL. This would represent a major boost for the Chiefs and a direct threat to the competition in the AFC West. The good news for the Chargers? Hall didn't go to the Chiefs. The running back market was hot, with teams looking to strengthen their offense. But for some reason, Los Angeles decided to maintain the status quo. Management didn't delve into negotiations, perhaps because they didn't want to compromise draft picks, or perhaps because they believed the team could still meet its needs with the current roster. But the big question now is, did the Chargers make the right decision? The truth is, with the Kansas City Chiefs on the rise, constantly strengthening their offense, and injuries compromising the Chargers' performance, this choice may be riskier than it seemed at first glance. Will the Chargers regret this decision at the end of the season? The team, which already occupies second place in the AFC West division, could face a real battle in the upcoming games, especially if things don't improve in the running game. Is the future of the AFC West at stake? The impact on the playoff race is real, and the Chargers now face even greater pressure to improve their running game. And this pressure goes beyond the running game. It places more responsibility on the offensive line, which will need to step up to protect Justin Herbert and keep the offense balanced. The Los Angeles Chargers continue to surprise fans and everyone who follows the NFL. With bold last-minute decisions, management has made moves that could be crucial for the future of the season. The trades of Jasir Taylor, Trevor Penning, and the tensions in the running back market only increase the anticipation for what's to come. The Chargers' season is still underway, and while the draft picks and trades made so far may seem small on paper, they could have a bigger impact than we imagine. The team's future is taking shape, and these strategic moves could be the key to a surprising turnaround. The season is just beginning, but with these adjustments, the Chargers are showing they still have a lot to offer. Now, more than ever, the Chargers need to seize opportunities, overcome adversity, and perhaps surprise everyone with a great comeback season. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more exclusive news.